What's under the tree? Let's find out. It is a box. Okay. Now I didn't show this, I don't think, in the other video. I did actually try under the tree when I made the Christmas event video, but there was nothing there. I mean, I looked a couple of times. I thought they'd actually taken it away, and maybe it just hadn't been implemented, and I've got to accept it first. That might help. There we go. Right. Did it accept? Still didn't accept. Okay, I had to hit that one, not the other one. Let me wait, I might have to hit the other one. Nope, we're good, we're good. Right, try again. So, there's the box. And what did that do? Did that do nothing? Sure looked like it. But anyway, when you first open that box, I think when you first open that box, you get a snowball, and as you add snowballs to it, it makes a snowman. And if I remember rightly, now don't quote me on this, but if I remember rightly, when you've completed it, I think it makes this here on the left, this Frosty the Snowman. It's an adept. It turns into. It's very. Oh no, we can finish it. Hold on, finish it. It's a very good one here. It's not this high, obviously, because I got these things added. But when you take away, I think it's quite a good one compared to the others. In that it should be pink, purple, pink, whichever. If you get it, I think so. I mean, I know if it depends on your level, but I do believe it is going to be one of the higher ones. And you should get it because it'll help get faith and stuff like that. Anyway, today, well not today, a couple of days ago, we hit 1,000 subscribers. And I just wanted to thank you all for that, to every one of you who subscribed to the channel. So where do we go from here? Well, I hope to keep increasing the quantity of videos and also the quality of the videos. I am an independent YouTuber, so I work totally alone, and I am not influenced by third parties. So when I say things about games, or I'm very critical about games, that's my own personal view, or how I see the game as I'm playing it. If I ever was given a game or anything along those lines, I will always tell you that right from the start. Now, if you ever write any comments, I do try to answer as many as I can, or I try to answer all of them if I can. But sometimes that's not possible. What happens sometimes actually is when people leave comments, some of them just don't. I don't get notified basically. I get notified to most of the comments, but quite often there'll be some that just don't tell me, and they vanish. Or if they get marked as spam, say you stick in a email address, or not an email address, a website address, then they get thrown into the spam or to the trash folder kind of thing, which I have to go through. So I might not see things straight away, but I will try and answer things to the best of my knowledge if you ask questions. But please understand that I do miss things as well, and I can't answer everything, depending on how many people are asking questions at a time. You know, if you get over flooded, then all I'd be doing would be answering questions as opposed to actually making videos. So there you go. Tell you what, let's have a quick look in here. We've already got that. I need to... Let's see what this gives us in a day. It's giving more of these out lately. Didn't used to give so many. Now it seems to give them quite more regular. I mean, I can see that by the fact I've got all those there. Also, there's an event that's started up as well, and this is it here. I've only got one of these, so... See, I did quite well with the stims yesterday on it. Now, I got to here, this was about 660 of those tickets, which took you over half. Now, you only get 3,000. So if you went, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, you're only going to get to maybe there with those tickets by the looks of it again. But again, it depends how lucky you are. The other one, the other character I've got, I actually got to here, 102 or something like that. And that was with about 300 tickets, about half the amount of tickets. So I only got an extra 30 on this character with double the tickets, like an extra 300 tickets. So it could vary, the mileage could vary on this. But we'll send another one. And I'll have to get some more of those tickets when I can get around to it. Usually the best thing is just go into lending a hand, something like that. You'll get loads of tickets if you get those booster things. Yeah, look, if you get some of those. And somebody did actually comment that because I bought about 1 million of these on the last event, and it takes your money, but you can't get any more tickets when you get past the 3,000 tickets. Now somebody said it would be carried forward onto this one. Well, it wasn't. I checked that when I came on. I went and did a mission to see how many tickets I'd get, and it literally gave me a couple of tickets. It didn't carry over, so they basically took 1 million credits when it was on the last one, and you got nothing. So I'm sure that'll probably change in the future, though, if enough people do that and complain about it. So, or maybe it's just something they've overlooked. Right, I'm gonna go somewhere. So I just jumped into Thetin Rift. I need to do this to clear one of my bastion things. It's only 1 out of the 4, so I thought I'd do it. While I think of it, actually, on those bastions, these things here, I actually saw somebody say you should spend all your stimulants on these. I don't know if they were trolling or not, but seriously, you don't want to do that. You can if you want. If you've got money coming out your ears and you can buy these things or whatever you do, go ahead, feel free. Waste your stims on them. But the point is that if you do your daily, you get your daily quest. I think mine are mostly done now at the moment. The daily directives up. Yeah, these ones here. I've only got the one left to do. You'll get missions come up through here, and those missions will also be some of these missions that tie in. So if you do those ones on your directives that are the same with this, you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Alternatively, you're going to waste your stims on these, and then when you do your directives, you either have to do it where you could have cleared this at the same time, or you're going to use stims on that as well. So in effect, you are wasting stims. And these things, trust me, these bastion things, they keep going. For all the time I've played the last couple of years or whatever, these things have always been here, and you can just keep going and going, and it gets slower and slower, and you just keep, they will always be there. And to throw stims at them, maybe if you want to give yourself a little boost might, but to be honest, there's better ways to get might up than that. Like Victor's medal is probably your best bet with that sort of thing. Trying to do it through this, bad idea. Like I say, these things are never ending, and to use up all your stims, what'll happen is you'll use your stims on these, then you end up with some daily directives, you'll end up with a bunch of things like Icy Plateau, whatever the other ones are, the 5-10 man things, and you'll be stuck and you won't be able to get through them. So if I was you, I wouldn't waste your stims on this. But anyway, let's get back to Thetin Rift. Yeah, I just want to clear one of the bastion things with this, so just going to see. I've actually got this probably way too hard. I mean, you can see it looks like I do the damage, but it's when they hit me. Where's the prankster? When they hit me, they'll take huge chunks of health if it's too hard. Right, let's go and grab our gift things. Gems. I'd normally probably use the flower still because it's faster, but you know, seasonal, it's Christmas and all that, so you see it attacks as well if you sort of charge in an attack. Now I don't really need an S because, or do I? Might do. No, I'm sure I don't. I just need to get through it. Being the daily stuff is finished, I don't need to worry about doing that. Damn, he's a tough little sucker, this one. Just will save them. Thing is, they give you followers, which is great when you first start the game, but later on they don't really do much. I mean, you really get one follower. Occasionally you'll get one that gives you 5, but that's like 5 faith or something, or 1 faith. I mean, it's going to make almost no difference. What if we should, might be a bad idea. Yeah, it's not doing enough. Just well use it. The good thing with the Outlaw is you can knock down your opponents each time with the grenades, so instead of them hurting you, just keep knocking them down like that. Or if you're in a group, you spray out the grenades. And that's also useful, because if you finish them, it'll give you your health back. Let's go. I think we're going to go back to Elk. Tell you what, I'm done, not Knight. Paladin. I haven't done Paladin for ages. I know it's not big damage, but let's switch to that for a bit of fun. I suppose we can jump back on the elk or moose or whatever you want to call it. This might be a bad idea for this one. We don't care. You know, this is going to take us forever. Speed things up. Thing is, it's in my own time it's fine, but when I'm making a video, or put this on a video,
There's a large troop of
it's going to make the video
nearby.
so long.
They appear sated, but they probably won't say no to an immortal for dessert.
You know what? Let's. Oh, we got this thing. This is what I've got completing here. So that's 2 minutes. Oh, and these things you can literally kill them when you're in God mode. Just as quick as throwing snowballs at them. Just so you know. The thing is with this, you could almost sort of sit here and just wait with that. What I wanted to do actually was, let me just I wanted to go to event. Events. By. I'll do. So you got a timer on this, like 2 minutes on that thing here, so. It's not going to make any difference if we kill them. If we kill them, they just spawn more. If you can actually withstand the damage, then you just as well wait for the timer to run out on them. We've got left 38 seconds. So you got Christmas coming up, so happy Christmas to all of you, and have a great new year, and I hope you get all the computers, games, consoles, and everything you've asked for. And if you're old enough to drink, not too drunk, and not too much of a hangover. Right, let's finish these. Any second, any second. There we go, I think we're done. Oh, there's one more. There, right. Let's get moving. So I'll pick up those, so I got all those things for the snowballs. I was doing a bit of farming on Dankit the other day for about 10 goes. Got quite a lot of those replicated things, or things that make the snowballs. Did we get that chest? That's what you get from the killing the, or doing that timer thing. You know, when this game first came out, the Paladin used to be great when
by a cryptide. It is producing new wingers in the sacred place of our people. What a blasphemous insect.
Yeah, when the game first came out, this Paladin was great because, well, when you started out, because you could literally grind your way through the levels with it, unless there was a timer on the level, then you were knackered. But that's time, hate timers. Right, final boss. Somebody to save there. There is. Trouble is, can we save them, because we keep getting these wingers coming out. I'm not even going to worry about it. It's only like, say, one or something like that. Right, let's go out with a bang. Okay, we've got some ticket things. In fact, what we'll do is we'll do it right here, and we'll look at it right now, which is this here. So, ooh, 25, nice. That'll get us to that. Again, what I'll do with those, I'll store them up until we get a sale on the trophies, and then you use them. I might use them beforehand, but as you get further into the game, you can just let them store up. It's no here nor there to use them. Your might gain isn't that huge. When you first start, you'll find you'll want to get your might up, so you'll probably use them straight away. Go through it quick because it's all the same sort of stuff, really. That's it. Didn't get us that far, but 235. We'll definitely get to that. I might go further. I don't know. We'll see how I get on. I've probably used about 1,500 tickets now. And it's got us to there, so 3,000 will only get us to... probably only there this time, actually. I'll have to wait and see. Okay, so there we go. So like I say, have a great Christmas, and thank you all for subscribing.